What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And I'm super excited. If you can tell by the title of this thumbnail, I purchased a Tesla. And this video is not necessarily to brag or anything like that. It's actually for me a confirmation of a goal that I set a very long time ago, and how I accomplished that and what I did to help that come to fruition. So, guys, stick around, subscribe as usual, hit that like button as it helps with the YouTube algorithm. And I want to talk to you guys a little bit about how I was able to accomplish this.
I've gone through living with the lights being turned off, no food in the refrigerator, no car to get back and forth to work. I also, for those who have been talking to me more recently, I do want to purchase a Tesla, one of my favorite cars out there right now, and I am going to do so in cash.
So, that clip that you guys just saw, that was actually from a video that I recorded a little over a year ago. It was on a channel that I had started where I was going to talk strictly about finance before I migrated a lot of that information over here. And it's a interesting experience just to hear myself speak in that video and some of the goals that I had set out, because I've been on this journey of financial minimalism for quite some time. And to see things start to come into motion, see all the hard work pay off, it's really in essence, it's really an amazing feeling to have. To set a goal and to be able to accomplish it is really the best feeling in the world. So, for starters, I'm approaching this from that aspect of, regardless of what you want to do in life, if you set a goal and you work hard, like, if you can dream it, you can achieve it. And in reality, it's actually very, very true. As I recorded that video, I didn't know if I would be able to actually get the vehicle that I wanted, which was a Tesla Model 3. And here I am a year later, and I not only purchased the car, but I purchased it on my terms. And I'm not going to go real deep into exactly the logistics of how I did that, but if I can give you the shortened, more condensed version of how I was able to do that, I knew that I was getting to a point where I needed a new vehicle. The car that I had been driving was already a few years old when I bought it, and I had been driving it for almost the past 10 years. Back in 2016, when they announced the Tesla Model 3, and I saw that, I was like, I gotta have that car. But it was well out of my price range, and it was well out of what I thought that I could afford, especially trying to take care of a family. Um, but fast forward to this year, 2020. In that video, I mentioned that my goal was to pay off my house and to pay for the car in cash. And those two things I accomplished. I worked very hard. My wife and I made a lot of sacrifices along the way, but it was well worth it. And what I did to purchase this car, and why I chose not to just purchase a regular vehicle for like $8,000 to $10,000, which is a good way to go, especially when you look at how cars depreciate over time. For me, this was my dream car. And in my mind, I said, if I'm going to purchase this vehicle, then I need to do it in a way where, number one, it's not a financial strain. Number two, I walk away with something that doesn't depreciate a ton, and I can also protect my money as well. So what I did is, over the past few years, I've been saving and investing my money in mutual funds and index funds. And because the economy was doing so well, I got really, really excellent returns over the past few years on those investments. So rather than taking that money and putting it in a savings account where maybe you might get 2% interest if you're fortunate, I did put it and invested it in those things, and I was getting anywhere from 7 to 13%. Most of the time, 13% return on those investments. And so I parlayed that. Like, I used that to fund paying for this vehicle. Then, right before I purchased the vehicle, I leveraged somebody else's money. So two of the things that I did was, one, I checked with my credit union that I belong to that's normally pretty good, and they offer excellent rates. They've been good to my family over the years, but something told me try Tesla financing as well. And Tesla financing was actually able to beat what my credit union offered at a very low interest rate. And so when I look at the money that I invested into the market, that I got a good return on investment, and then I leverage somebody else's money, I can then fund those payments from the money that I set aside from investing, because that was the purpose for that money. By doing it this way, you avoid taking such a large hit on the depreciation of the vehicle, because most cars depreciate at least 20% within the first year when you drive it off the lot. With something like a Tesla Model 3, which is an electric vehicle that's constantly changing, it's constantly getting software updates. And Tesla is just doing some amazing things with these vehicles. They depreciate at a much slower rate than a traditional vehicle. And with the talk of Tesla then having a network that you might be able to put your car on and use it as a taxi service and actually use it as a stream of income, to me, it was a smart investment. So that's why I purchased this car. I absolutely love it. It drives like a dream. The autopilot is awesome. Having an electric vehicle where I don't have to stop at a gas station and I can charge at the house is very convenient. And so the past week that I've been driving this, I've really been enjoying it. My plan is to put up more content about this vehicle, because this has kind of changed one dynamic in my lifestyle, and I want to share that with you guys. So this is going to be a short video, kind of short and sweet to the point, but hopefully you guys found a little bit of inspiration from this, because it was huge for me to be able to accomplish a goal that I set out a few years back, and hopefully that resonated with you. So put down in the comments, what are some of your goals in life, period? It doesn't have to be for 2020. It's been a whirlwind of a year so far. But I'd like to hear what you guys have planned and see you guys accomplish those things along the way. So let me know. Let's have a conversation about it. But with that, I'm going to end the video here. Everybody continue to stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.